Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night, starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer those questions as we go and after the stream as well. And with all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. In continuing coverage, a Marquette restaurant's owner says he's hoping to open soon after a fire 2 months ago. Jeffery's owner, Jeffery Erickson, says right now they've gotten rid of everything that was damaged from the fire in October. He says they also have repainted all the walls inside. Erickson says the restaurant will look the same as before and have the same colors. He also says he is now looking to order and add new equipment to the McClellan Avenue restaurant.
Friday, I'm going to go through with where all all the outlets will be, where I would think they're supposed to be, and what type, and those types of things. Now the plan, electric plan, those types of things got to take place, and then we got to bring it all in. It's like one thing at a time, one step at a time. So we got to have patience.
Erickson says his restaurant will have a grand opening. He also says he plans to open his restaurant in early spring or summer. And national grocery chain Aldi opened its first store in Iron Mountain this morning. The chain features a full grocery section with fresh meat and dairy. Iron Mountain shoppers can register to win a $500 Aldi gift card until December 17th. In a statement, Oak Creek Division Vice President Shane Williams says the Upper Peninsula has presented us with new opportunities to engage Aldi shoppers all across the state of Michigan. The Iron Mountain store will provide the community with quality food they love, all at great prices. The new store will offer food for every taste and lifestyle, gluten-free, plant-based, dairy alternatives, etc., along with an unbeatable cheese selection. The store is open every day from 9 in the morning to 8 in the evening. And Rare Earth Goods in downtown Ishpeming is now under new ownership. Esther Ruggles bought the business, and Ruggles says the business will continue to offer holistic healing and arts and crafts made by local artists. In addition, Ruggles has started a massage practice focused on restorative body work. Ruggles says she's excited to grow the business and to be part of the community.
At the end of the day, what I would like to contribute to the society is self-care and community care. In order to survive, we need to have community care, and that is what I want to focus on here at Rare Earth Goods.
Ruggles says she would like to thank her foster parents for all of their support. There will be a ribbon-cutting ceremony on January 2nd. And a new off-road vehicle dealership opened in Marquette. Ride North moved to the former Best Buy building in November. The store offers ATVs, boats, campers, tractors, snowmobiles, and accessories. Located within 800 feet of a snowmobile trail, Ride North staff say it's easy to stop and check out the store.
We will enjoy seeing you come in here when you do come in here, because we basically just like to make friends, see what they're all about, see if there's something that we can offer to have them get outside and enjoy being in the UP.
Ride North is open Tuesdays to Fridays from 9 in the morning until 5:30 in the evening, and Saturdays from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. And the Nakamanon Trail Network crews are grooming its trails for snow bikes thanks to the generosity of its community. NTN hosted a snow bike grooming fundraiser at Rippling River Resort last Tuesday. Throughout the week, the community raised $10,000, and Downwind Sports pledged to match those donations. That brings the total amount of money raised for NTN to $20,000. The NTN Community Outreach Coordinator says they are very thankful to the community for the support.
This will really go a long way. We will stretch these dollars to work for snowbike grooming as best as we can. We appreciate them so deeply because we can't maintain trails without this great community. And the community, as you can see with how quickly we raise the money, really wants these trails.
NTN will use the money for the grooming equipment's fuel and maintenance. In Houghton County, Mont Ripley is set to open this Saturday. The T-bar lift will carry skiers and snowboarders up to that road trail. These feed into the upper part of the Center Bowl Trail and down into Toots Tumble. Parts of the Hills Terrain Park are also planned to be ready. This is all despite a lack of snow and warmer temperatures that have been ongoing in the area. Management is making snow as often as possible and are hoping to open more runs soon.
It's not looking like we're going to get much snow from the lake effect with this warm temperatures, but a little bit of cold and we can put it out. We're about 85% on Racers Ridge, and we hope to have that running before the holidays.
Skiers and snowboarders can take on the snow from 10 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And this week, the ski hill had to temporarily shut down its snow machines after a slight setback at Marquette Mountain. TV6's Justin Van Hoff tells us what caused the issue and how the resort is trying to work with a state agency to ensure it can continue to make snow in the long run.
While snow isn't being made on Marquette Mountain right now because of the mild temperatures, its artificial snow machines are functional again after a setback. Tuesday, the intake pump for the resort was clogged, causing issues to the snowmaking system.
We did have an incident the other night that we believe was instigated by the recent rain, washing a bunch of stuff down into the river, sediment, debris, that kind of thing. That goes right past our intake, and so when we turned the system on, it sucked a bunch of that in and clogged up a lot of things. That is all now clean, and we were able to run the guns last night.
Johnson says another concern is with log jams in the Carp River where the pumps collect water to make snow.
Currently, they're holding some debris back that then gets let loose when it builds up enough. But in the long term, in the long vision, they create ice dams above us when the weather gets cold, and that's when we want to make snow. And so it limits the volume, it slows the volume of water passing our intake.
In the fall, the resort submitted a permit to the state seeking to remove log jams throughout the river. Eagle denied that permit on November 20th. Eagle UP District Supervisor for Water Resources Division, Ryan McCone, explained why.
Ultimately, what we found was we could not legally issue a permit for what they were proposing to do because the scale and scope of the impact was significantly greater than what we had issued in the first permit.
Johnson says the resort is working on a new proposal to address the logjam issue and hopes to work with Eagle to find a long-term solution. Justin Van Hoff, TV6 News, Marquette.
Johnson says she's not sure when the resort will be able to open because of the warmer weather. She says keep an eye on the resort's Facebook page to get updates on opening day. And law enforcement agencies around Michigan are taking part in the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign during the holidays. Law enforcement will have zero tolerance for those who drive impaired from alcohol or drugs. The Michigan State Police says impaired drivers cause 40% of deadly accidents in Michigan. It says law enforcement understands people celebrate during the holidays. They just urge you to use caution.
If you're going to go out and celebrate and use alcohol, make sure that you have a designated driver, somebody that hasn't been drinking. That's the most important thing. So we're going to have increased trooper presence out there on the road. Patrols are going to be more. We're going to use some overtime funding to have more shifts out there on the road to make sure that this isn't happening.
Road patrols are increased from tomorrow to January 1st. Main Street Calumet is preparing for Christmas in Calumet this weekend. There will be horse wagon rides, a hot cocoa bar, and a new event, Christmas storytelling. Christmas music from the Copper Country Clown Band will also be played around town. According to Main Street Calumet, it's important for not only residents, but visitors to make fun holiday memories.
If you've never been on a horse-drawn wagon ride in downtown Calumet, is something, it's not to be missed. We have beautiful historic architecture here, and the sandstone, the masonry, horses' hooves, and jingle bells coming through our streets. It's not to be missed. It takes you back. A final event for Christmas in Calumet will be next Saturday at Ramona's Bakery.
Both Santa and Mrs. Claus will be there to offer gifts to children who stop by. And for our final story tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream, the Salvation Army of Marquette and Delta counties are looking for bell ringers. So far, the region has raised about 60% of its $140,000 goal for the 2023 Red Kettle campaign. Between the two counties, there are still about 700 hours that need to be filled in the final week of the campaign. The Salvation Army says this is a great opportunity to spread some Christmas cheer.
People really like to look to do something good in the community. They like to get out with their friends and their coworkers and their families and just make an impact. You know, Christmas is really just a time to share goodwill and spread some joy, and this is a really good way to do it.
To sign up as a bell ringer, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in on Sunday night, where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time with a recap of Sunday's headlines. Don't forget you can find us streaming on Facebook or YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. And if you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night and a great